too much.
You get crypto.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like turf talk.
That's better than that's what I like.
And then you can't spell out your name.
That's some funny shit.
How come I can't hear Naeem?
Well, you can't hear anybody.
Oh, I thought I could hear you.
Yeah, well, of course. I mean,
but that was some funny shit though. I might write a joke about that.
Yeah.
Crypto.
Can you get a quick mic check?
Yay.
I'm back. Niggas don't know how to act.
Hey, can you tilt your mic up a little bit so it's vertical?
I told her that, but
I
she
appreciate
didn't.
that. No, I mean,
tip it up like it's
Teddy,
can you do balls? Or what are you talking about?
No, I'm saying like this. Yeah, my thing is horizontal, vertical to the
like the balls.
Like the balls.
Like the balls.
Like the balls. That's what you're saying.
I don't feel like there's any appropriate time.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
I just wanted the mic as vertical as possible.
I don't ever want to be talking about the balls.
All right, sorry. Yeah.
You got that, baby?
That's not editing.
I'm embarrassed.
Teddy Bear, did you do a quick voice check?
Oh,
please,
yeah,
sir?
did you get the other mic?
Microphone.
Yeah, Teddy, you sound
microphone.
Naeem, sir, would you? Yeah, you sound good in context. I dig it.
I can't hear nobody.
Why your thing ain't working?
Yeah.
So,
what thing, man?
My
Sling Studio?
Yeah.
But you gotta press it.
Teddy Bear.
Yeah. Teddy BD folks. What they wanna be neat folks. Jones on the float.
So stupid.
Yes.
Charles on that float. Oh, look, man, you on here.
Yeah. That's it up.
Thank you.
I'm gonna talk about this.
Yeah, see,
yes.
I'm in the back like Malika.
Finally in here.
And talk, baby. I'm gonna be back here.
Enjoy.
I'll be watching.
That way I don't have to be all out in the mic like this. I can just
Enjoy my chicken.
I kind of want you.
Oh, you gonna touch my chicken?
He gave you the short one.
I know, right?
What happened to short?
Let me do it for you. Let me show you. Because this is supposed to be down. I'm trying to help you out. You know what I'm saying? Your life is difficult right now. You gotta do what you got in this shit.
Thank you.
Teddy's showing out because we on camera right now. You know this.
I don't even know.
As soon as he get home.
He does.
I like this angle.
Wait, hold on. Teddy, let me see you. I had to make sure Teddy had his beard.
Hey, D,
this is the only show we got to do a pre-show beard check. It was just a gray hair this time, but it could have been.
It could have been like ranch.
I appreciate it.
There's a body that you got that would have probably made like this.
I mean,
you know, I'm so happy. I'm so happy that she's here, and then now he's just making me feel conflicted about that. And I don't like that. Don't.
What you say?
I said she's here literally too.
The spirit of Bill Cosby lives in the SDR studios.
I'm telling you.
All right.
Why it gotta be the spirit of Bill? I ain't never done it.
The spirit of
Right.
Bill. That's so fucked up.
Forcing you wild time.
That is still new to me. I still can't talk about Bill.
What's that, really?
Bill can't talk about it.
Hey, wait, Aziz, we got something for that.
We got something for that. Is it too soon to talk about Bill?
I mean, for me,
as it relates to Bill Cosby.
As it
relates, I mean, but we can still talk about it.
Okay.
That's
I don't get it. I don't
but
care.
It's still too soon.
I mean, it's just too soon for me to bring it up. If you bring it up, then you know what I'm saying.
It's too soon.
I still see Heathcliff.
Right. You know he was a
Heathcliff.
That does make it feel different, right?
Right.
Heathcliff was always in
Nookie.
What's the cat? The other cat?
Oh, never mind.
Heathcliff and
Felix
with the G.
Garfield.
Yeah. Heathcliff was in Garfield's shadow.
Yeah. But
Heathcliff was more hood with it. Heathcliff was more hood.
But nobody really when as far as the Cosby Show, that was Bill Cosby's first name too.
Heathcliff.
Yeah, I know, man.
That was his
I
real
switched
name.
it up because I didn't bring back
Heathcliff, but everybody just called him Cliff.
Yeah.
Called him Cliff. That's right.
Possible.
That's right. He was an OBGYN.
Your curl is popping from back.
I'm telling you, get out of the back of her head, you nasty.
And I heard he practiced in his off time too.
Right.
He was cross between the OBGYN and the dentist. You know what I mean?
Dr. Speakeasy.
Just look on me.
Yeah. You're gonna
take two of these and call
my
me in
tooth
the morning.
now and my nookie.
Right.
My tooth and my nookie. Wow. Did you hear this?
Yeah.
For real.
My tooth and my nookie. No.
My tooth and just the one, but my entire nookie though.
Dr. Clifton did it
Man.
again.
Yo, you make me can't wait for the minute.
Really?
Said that.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of 1 minute and you know, we got our baby here today.
Yeah.
The
fire.
He did the sign. Like Nyla was looking up for direction on whether to make noise or something. That's your daughter, Teddy. She's gonna be loud. She's gonna be heard.
Right.
She look how she looking at her mama like, you know, this milk bottle. Oh, you better.
I watched it.
It's okay. It's all right.
That's why he gave her this
That's
short
exactly.
cord. He's such a
Yo, we
setup.
can make it better.
Set her up like that.
No, babe, no,
Wait,
go
hold on.
through the hole. Don't shake nothing.
You want me to grab it?
Yeah.
Well, I always got to do the work with you.
Come on, baby. Come on, pull it like a tongue.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Pull that shit.
Shake it like a salt shaker.
Y'all a
Got
unit.
it.
Get that shit.
Somebody want to be held. All right.
How come I can't see? Hey, Teddy Bear, how do you see the record time on that?
What do you mean? Did you start recording already?
Yes, I did.
Good. We got all
We
of
got-
that.
Oh, let me
to
see.
add.
Let me see it.
Oh, it's supposed to be on the audio. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Preview.
You got it? Let me see. Oh, you're recording, but you ain't recording it. Well, I mean, it's probably recording.
It is. It was showing all the.
Okay. So I guess you don't want nothing down here.
We can. I doesn't. It's a wash. I guess it's not recording nothing on that event. But we didn't even need to record it when I'm gonna use that. We just need the audio. I loved it. Aziza brings the paperwork in here.
So you see the record time now? 13 seconds.
Oh,
Got
yeah,
that
dope.
good.
How'd you get it to come on?
I pressed preview.
Oh.
It drops the.
Oh, I see you did that.
So I don't. It probably was already recording before then, but
No, it def.
yeah.
Oh, it's only showing 30 seconds? Oh, did you stop and restart it?
No. So I don't know. Maybe the other ones. Maybe all.
Oh, that's what it. That's showing just this.
Right.
Got you. Okay. Well, it's cool. That's what we really wanted to know anyway. This is how long a show meet. That other stuff is icing.
Is it edited to the audience? You might want to watch it.
I don't know. She said she wanted to go take a nap.
Oh, she
I
was
think-
taking
yeah,
that.
I think-
Never
She
mind.
said she slept 2 hours.
She is. You know, I'm like, oh, I wish I would have asked.
So Teddy, does that card back here, or is that?
It's still in the
we're using it.
computer.
Gotcha.
No, we're not using it. It's in the computer.
Oh.
Over there. Well, hold up. It was downloading. I don't know if it's probably
It's
finished.
okay. You're going to go to your TT. I know. We're going to put you in
What's
there.
going on? Unlock me out of this. You got them cute ass cutoff shorts and shit. My mom used to make those.
What did you call the?
That's when the knees go bad and shit.
Wow. Couldn't pull them off in the house. Wait, what was
So
that?
basically, we're gonna talk about. See, I don't know. Was that something? The theme is you can't help where you from, but you can help where you going.
Wow.
Beginnings or something like that.
Yeah.
Humble beginnings.
Humble beginnings.
So that's the overall thing.
Yeah.
So you'll talk a little bit back in the day, how it used to be. You know what I'm saying? Things, the difference between back in the day and now.
Oh man.
You know?
man.
Because we showed it on the internet. I wish I had internet, boy. It was doing the most. I had to go outside, I had to go and meet the parents.
Right. It was so much personal stuff. You had to really actually get up and be in people's faces, be
Yeah.
sociable. And
Yeah.
all that
You
stuff.
had to run
So-
from niggas. You had to be like, okay, yeah, they sleep in the morning on the way to school. I know ain't nobody gonna mess with me because they still sleep. On the way back from school,
Bro.
you like,
Yeah,
man,
you gotta find
you like,
a way.
I'm now walking down
Yeah,
Highland.
you know, jump over people's faces.
Yeah.
You run through their backyard.
Hey, what set you claim?
Right.
As soon as you heard that, it didn't even matter what set you claimed. Or if you claimed to set at all, you just better go. Because that means you didn't claim they set.
Right. Because if they don't know you, they gotta ask you that. You ain't from there.
They gotta ask you. If I gotta ask you what set you claim, you're in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Who you know here?
Yeah.
You hear that stuff? It's a problem.
Yeah.
You know what was ill to me is when I went to Chicago, the very first time, you know, I got family out there. Not the first time, but like the first time as an adult or young adult. And I had to get out of the thing of shaking anybody's hand, like anybody you ain't know, because that's how they check you out there. When somebody come up friendly, what's up, B? Don't shake their hands. Just like, I don't shake hands and dap them and stuff. They checking you out, see what you do, and that's. I didn't know.
So if you shake somebody's hand, what that mean? You a punk or something?
Nah, it just means they seeing what you do, and if you don't do any look out there is vice.
I know what you mean. The handshake.
It's a handshake.
So whether you gonna follow that with the snap, with the two fingers go inside, come back out, you gotta do the whole.
So basically, you just know somebody has to shake your hand, sizing you up,
right,
and they're sniffing you up. That's basically it. And so and then.
How do you feel? You ever been in a situation where a dude has like an aggressive handshake for no reason?
No, they
like I mean, and not even just squeeze real hard, but they do like a little shake with it. And it's like, like what is? This is how I look out here. This is exactly how I look out here.
Oh Lord!
It just
you know what?
This is great.
People don't understand how produced shows work. Next time on.
Wait,
what's going on?
I don't know.
I'm
not comfortable with that.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
You didn't sign up for this.
Hey, both of y'all, shut up.
It's not to say forever too soon. Like this is.
I hope that's not. We don't edit that out, right?
Hey, we
Can
was
you edit
just.
that out for me, D?
Hell no. Show the real thing.
I'm watching myself.
Make sure all this focus coming up. No sticky situations.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. You guys are having a deep combo, it sounds like.
Man, now we were just talking about, because it was going on with the theme of the show is you can't help where you're from, but you can help where you go.
That's right.
And we were just talking about, I was like, we sure didn't have the internet.
I know, right?
And we was talking about, knowing when to walk down certain streets. And then Dee brought up handshakes. And then I derailed it by just talking about a regular, like a dude that aggressively, because you remember we went over there to
yes,
went to one of her friends' crib, and I guess the courting dude was just real aggressive on shaking hands with all the dudes, making sure the eye, like he just learned that eye contact was what you're supposed to do, so he's intently in your eye, they ain't doing the shake like.
Isn't that strange though? Like for some people, that's their currency. They're like, that's how they be like, yo, they don't know about me. And that's the way they're doing it.
Right.
What's the one the power?
Firm handshake and a stern handshake.
What's the book about the laws of power?
Like the
gorilla
family, you know what I'm saying? Like in the pack or whatever. Because I watch a lot of animal shit.
Okay.
So I mean, that's how or he just want to just like really put his chest out there, or he just get out of the gym.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Muscle failure.
you know what I'm saying? That energy drink just not having him just yet. That's what he is.
Or like you said, Animal Planet trying to make his presence known.
You know what's counterintuitive is the
counterintuitive.
Counterintuitive.
And what does that mean?
It means not what you would expect.
Nice.
It's the opposite of what you would expect.
I didn't even know that.
Thank you. I just like that too.
I'm gonna use that at work tomorrow.
Counterintuitive.
I like under the counter intuitive.
That's what just happened.
You like under the counter into the fridge. Over the counter into the fridge.
Grandma with big teeth you have.
Just combine.
Two different stories. Hashtag R. Kelly.
Whoa, we're not hashtagging the R.
Too soon.
That was way too soon.
Too soon.
But it still was funny.
Man, it was funny. And man, shout out to Marlon coming out to step in the name of love. He's like, you gonna stop me from R. Kelly.
Right.
Yeah, shout out to Marlon for real.
Yes.
What I was gonna say, what is counterintuitive about that is the people who don't do that. It's like UFC fighters or boxers or people like that who are actually really strong. They have the confidence. It's people that are like, that's my point. Is like this is how you're trying to assert your prowess. Prowess. That's another one.
They're way.
Y'all use prowess?
Nah.
Okay.
We're not.
Alright. Well,
Is that
one a day? I'm getting.
is that under zest? Is it
I'm
so?
starting to feel like I'm
Oh
talking
my
to T.I.
God.
right now.
No, hey, it ain't T.Y. T.I. is T.Y. over here.
Oh, T.Y. T.Y.
T.Y. over here.
T.Y.
It's got a tip of trick.
Indubitably. Unbeknownst.
Good word.
Nice, I like it.
Oh
Man.
my goodness.
All right, so
Can we start with yourself?
Yeah, I'm ready to start.
Yo, it's Teddy Bear. I got a new job with Animal Planet, man. And they hired me to find out what's going on in Naeem's head. So we got special guest Naeem Elliott will be on the show. We're going to try to figure this brother out. He's wild. Shh, keep quiet. There may be some thugs, some gangsters around here, man. We ain't trying to get hurt up in here in these streets, you know what I'm saying? It's Teddy Bear, the hood whisperer, you know. Of course, the crew is together. We got a new segment for y'all. I don't even know if it's a segment. It's really a lifestyle, but I ain't going to spoil it for you. But it involves food, so you know I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Deep Sea in the building, brighten up the room as usual. Aziza Jokes is in the building, being extremely funny. It's Teddy 365. This is when I was doing comedy. I was supposed to do it for I was trying to copy Deli every day. Yo, shout out to Deli every day. I was like, yo, Deli every day can do a song every day. I'm doing a joke every day. I don't know which one is harder, a song or a joke. One of us failed. It was me. I couldn't do it. I was like, every day, yo, just record me. Can somebody just come to my house and record me, all these badass kids? Yo, it's all good. I know that's not what I'm here for, but we're going to start the show off right. We're going to keep it tight. Yo, tune in. Keep watching. Shh. It's about to go down, baby. It's about to go down. We got to go. We got to get out of here. We got to go. We got to go. We got to go. Shh. You see that? Naeem's here.
Welcome. It is Funny Serious, where the serious is funny and the funny is serious.
Yes.
In the building, we have the beautiful Mrs. Aziza.
Hey.
Yes, yes. We have the one, the only Deep Sea up in here. Man. Not to be confused with the ocean. You know what I mean?
That's right.
I am Teddy Bear, and in the background, sounding like 10 mumble rappers wrestling in a pool of Jello, spit, and baby oil.
And baby oil.
Naeem Elliott, comedian.
Yes.
Naeem is in the building.
Finally,
Welcome, buddy.
I'm here.
Yes.
Damn it.
Right.
Teddy, you get a great intro.
You like
that?
Yeah, I'm telling you, I should take one of the roll with me.
For real, bro.
For real.
Man,
You gonna roll with him? You gonna be in Guadalupe, Chandler.
He gonna be paying for everything. I lose my wallet.
We on tour.
I lose my wallet a lot. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
It's all good.
So,
He was losing on purpose because he know my wife is white. You know?
It don't matter about color. I lose on his ass all the time. I'm like, baby, my bad. I don't know what happened. You got me.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, so this is the show. We are here, man. We are here to talk about a lot of things today. Aziza always got some beautiful stuff prepared for us when it comes to the freshness of the show and how it gets down. You know, we still waiting for that comedy court. You know what I'm saying?
It's coming. It's coming.
It's coming. It's
Feel like
huge.
the parties involved have been summons, and so we're just waiting on our court date. And once the court date comes, you guys will witness some real debates, and this is gonna be hilarious.
I think it's important to point out that, you know, Aziza and Naeem and myself, well, them two grew up close to each other, close as far as where they live and everything. And so I was a little bit 2 hours north, a couple hours north, you know. But we was just talking about how things was, and we was just like, man, you can't help where you from, but you can show help where you go. And the level of maturity, you know, and how, because a lot of our homies and different things is gone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And why did we survive? Like, what did we have to change to do that? So, I mean, we got a lot. We're going to talk about that. That's serious, but it's funny at the same time.
Right.
You know?
Right, yes.
You know, but I just want to know what's good with everybody. How everybody doing? You know, everybody good?
Man, I'm outstanding. You know what I mean? I had a couple of life things happening, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's things happens for the better. We still here. I'm breathing. You know what I'm saying? So
I like that Kaepernick shirt, though.
You gotta stay with the power.
Yeah,
you know?
for real.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta stay woke or whatnot. You know what I mean? I'm just I don't know.
Yeah.
All I know is I know, you know what I'm saying, I'm doing something with my life. You know what I'm saying? At the moment, I'm just up there, just trying to make it to whatever.
I'm liking your consistency, though, bro. I see you out there. I see.
I got to.
Hitting with the 9 Dizzle and stuff.
You know what it is. If you don't knock it off, I mean, I have to keep it going. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, if people start seeing my face all the time, then it should be automatic.
Yeah.
You know, a couple of places. Ain't too much fuck with me right now. But I mean,
that's all right. You done been on tour. You done been touring. You been doing. You gotta tell it. You know when you get the.
I mean, you know. I mean, but I don't want that to be, you know what I'm saying, the reason for it, you know what I'm saying, and I like to not be in the way a lot, you know what I'm saying, just so I won't be involved with some negative stuff and all of that stuff. So that's one of my number one things, you know what I'm saying.
Speaking of negative stuff, I just want to get this positive out of the way because I don't want it to hinder my job as a host here on FunnySerious. But one person that I'm really proud of, man. Is my dude Deep C on those mixes.
Yeah.
Have y'all been hearing the mixes?
Yeah.
For real, I have people talking about it. I stay during the breaks. I be still in the breaks. Like, it's comedy and beats over there.
Him and you've been doing it ever since I came, ever since I knew about y'all. You know what I'm saying? I always want to be the part of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, every time I log in and check y'all out or whatnot, it's always an upper echelon than the last time. You know what I mean? So I always wanted to be here.
Yeah, I was excited for those mixes. I'm like, yo, we can come out with EPs.
Yeah.
We can actually do albums. Right?
Well, I just thought that was a dope idea. It's something I always did just anyway. You know what I mean? Just looking, searching for like scratches and samples like that. And Teddy Beard knows this is mostly what I listen to.
Oh my
goodness. A whole bunch of comedy. So I got a bunch of comedy records and board and stuff like that. And so it's real easy to put those mixes together.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's put mine. I already got a name. I can see it. It's called Aziza Jokes and Notes.
Jokes
and notes.
Now we can't release this.
Did you see how she turned her head? Did you see how she turned her head in slow motion? She was like, yeah, give it to me.
Right, and intuitively, what others may believe. Use my words.
We're gonna work on it.
Just like, calm down, baby.
There's too soon for that. It's too soon for Aziza to use that word. And that was funny.
That was a good transition, man. Speaking of Aziza, man, I gotta tell you, man, like, hey, you know, for somebody to be able to be with Teddy Bear, man, it takes a lot of work, man.
I mean,
I know you can see it.
I mean,
man.
honestly, I know Aziza
Right.
for many.
You know it's work for me too, is what you said. Thanks, Naeem.
I know Aziza.
I didn't want to say it. I just wanted to point out my point. But where I was going with it, man, I just wanted to be like, yo, shout out to my baby, man, because like for real, people don't know this, right? I mean, maybe they should. If they see us together, they know this. But we the perfect fit, man. For real. I don't feel, for real, because you know with some girls, you be feeling like, yo, you know.
Right.
You feel like, man,
when y'all wasn't together,
like we can't do nothing.
Together.
Right, see? That's
I mean, for real.
twice on Sundays, man. It's crazy.
And the other dude didn't like that. Turns out.
He was before
I seen that.
That is so funny.
But we got this thing we do, man. You know? So,
Man, what we do, baby?
Come on, man.
man, chill out. I got this. Y'all, it was Naeem. Y'all was interrupting. That wasn't even me taking a long time. I was giving y'all shine.
No,
So what do you do, baby?
No.
Yeah, I'm just
Anyways,
saying
so that's what it is. He was like, oh, yeah. Well, you don't need to be scared. You got a guy out of the last thing.
I know. And it's just that we were trying to demo it earlier, and it's time to go. All right, go ahead. What y'all do?
So we go out to eat sometime, you know what I mean? And we only have enough just for the appetizer. So we each buy an appetizer and split it, and that be the main course. For real, the waiter was like, do you guys want a main course? Do you want a tip?
You said this is a thing you do, so this is not like a...
And it's funny because we never really realized it happens. Like now that I think about it, it happens every time.
But look,
we get one appetizer, 2 appetizers equal 1 meal.
Yeah.
So
we just do it. Yo, but what I love about Aziza, right, is she look like, you know, like the chick with the dude that's balling. You know what I mean? Because they always come out with a bag.
Right.
We had 2 appetizers, and Aziza still finds something to put in the doggy bag. Ain't that what's up? You know? But here's what's mad. Here's what I don't like about it, right? Sometimes she be packing the food up early. Like why you like, yo, I'm not really done, you know? Because here's one thing that I know about Z. I love her to death, right? But when she packed them bags up, it ain't going to my house.
Right.
She will make sure of that, bro. I'm telling you. She will, hey.
It's funny. We even have a theme song for it. We go someplace and eat because we'll crack up. Because by the time it's time to leave, we're still hungry, right?
No.
Well,
We ain't hungry because we up in there staring at each other. You know what I mean? And we be like, yo, let's leave now. Pack up your little doggy bag. Right. And then on the way to the car, on the way to the car, we realized we still hungry.
And we gonna eat the rest of the food.
No. We don't even recognize it then because we still trying to get to the car. She be swinging that bag. I'm holding the other hand. You know how you be having them. You know how you be having them. Now you curls popping. Yeah, she's swinging that bag. If she had gum will be popping and she be chewing it. Everything popping. Everything popping. But when we get to the next venue, she got to be pointing out some more appetizers. Because we're the appetizers.
If you ever thought about skipping the first place and second spot, just getting the main meal, because it seems like
and split the main meal.
But
here's why, DC, because I don't like how people bring out the second plate. You know, when you splitting something, you know, they bring out like, oh, you gonna eat off her plate? Because she, you know, usually I'm the dude, so I'm like, they order what you want. So we tried the whole split the main course, but it made us look like we was broke as hell. You know what I mean? But when you come out with 2 appetizers and you be doing like the cross promotional hand to the mouth, you know what I mean? Like, you here, baby, try this. No, you try this. You know, it just looks like we got an abundance.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Y'all just came in just to eat.
Yeah.
Isn't that the worst feeling when you're spending a lot of money for some food and
Ooh.
you ain't gonna be hungry? Like, we went to the birthday party and we had to split this half a chicken meal.
Oh, we fight.
And it was like $35 just for that half a chicken meal.
We be fighting.
At the casino.
You should have saw it.
At a birthday party. It was a birthday dinner.
And eat before you go.
Naeem, all you heard was 2 forks, like clink, 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 clink. Like we was fighting for that last. It was like hockey on the plate. We was fighting for that last. You gonna give me my last piece of chicken? I don't know.
Wait. Were y'all playing Hungry Hippos before?
Right. Hey,
Hey man, don't ever associate my girl with no hippo. Yes, that's exactly what we're playing. Exactly what we're playing.
You know why? Because we're the appetizers.
I almost joined in eating that.
I
I get a whole meal, so I don't.
I get a whole meal.
I can't relate. I mean, I don't know if I can't eat. I mean,
Right.
if I have enough for appetizer,
But you know what else is cool?
I'm gonna get a drink.
One time we got to like kind of treat a white person on how they be treating black people, but we didn't do it on purpose.
I thought you were gonna say treat a white person to a meal.
No.
Here, white dude, have my.
I'm not there. I'm not there in my walk. I'm not there in my walk. I'm still looking at them like they owe me something. Can you get the tip? Damn, you see me got appetizers over here. No, but we had went to a pizza jungle one time, right? And there's this white lady in there kissing the hell out of her dogs.
Right.
And so we sat down and we looked and we saw her and we got up and moved over. And you know how you can feel when people staring at you? That white lady felt it. She was like, you got
We
it
don't want
because
to
of
look
me.
at that.
You discriminating against my cooch. She was tonguing him down,
Like this,
bro.
let's show you.
Deep tongue.
Let's show him. I'm just kidding.
Was this when houses turn sideways at opposite angles and
Bro.
they was touching at the corners?
Right.
I mean,
It's
that's
not
ridiculous, though.
Yeah, like it's an establishment. Matter of fact, she shouldn't even be let in with them dogs.
Right. I mean, my mother have a small
Hey, look,
dog.
we didn't
I mean,
leave.
and I tell my
She
mother,
take it
I'm
everywhere?
like, my mom take it with the dog everywhere, but when she come over to my house and then we go to dinner, no, the dog's name is D.O.G.
The OG.
D.O.G. But she spelled the dog's name D.O.G. but added a bouginess to it.
D.O.G.
That's
D.O.G.
That hurts my heart.
No, but you spelling it at the same time. It's different.
It's a dog.
Right.
You can't. I call it dog.
Right.
D.O.G. D.O.G. I mean.
I'm gonna call him dog. His mom call him DOG. I'm gonna
I'm
call
gonna
him
call
DOG.
it dog. I'm gonna call it dog.
D.O.G. I love that. That is
She can't bring the dog. She trying to bring the dog into restaurant.
Yeah, that's
And the
understandable.
dog is white dog, so the hair you
Your
can see it.
village.
I can do it.
You can do it.
You know there's
You
somewhere.
got a sweat on it, and shit. And it's Phoenix.
But I gotta say the little dog thing is effective. It's infective. Like it's across cultures. I know like even black people are starting to get them little dogs.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for a little dog to pop out of some black lady titty and just be like,
I mean,
Yo, shout out to Patrice O'Neal. He had a little dog.
he would kiss him too. Yeah, he would kiss him.
I have a certain prejudice here about it, but it's
Prejudice.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, a dog. I mean, I'm from Sacramento. A dog is for her. That's
Yeah,
You want something to hold your house down.
right. Because I got some questionable things.
There's some science to it though. Like you gotta have a big dog and a little dog. Because the little dogs are making noise, and the big dogs will do the work.
See, that's why I don't like it. I don't like the high pitch. I mean, I live with women. You know what I mean? I don't like the high pitch.
You don't want to roll over on a dog and kill
I don't
it.
like the unannounced high pitched stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because with women, you know what I mean? In order for them to you to hear the high pitch, whatever, you did something wrong. You know what I mean? You irritated.
Right.
But a dog, you just walking around. Now, shut your
You don't want nothing you can kick one time to possibly kill.
Right.
I want to wrestle with you a little bit.
You know what I
We
mean?
want to tussle.
When we get happy and knock me down, knock my head out of
Yeah,
place.
you want that
know?
Scooby-Doo.
Right.
But yeah, that's us. We're the appetizers. We
Appetizing.
go around. That's what we be doing. That's what we be up to.
Right.
We'll go to different places too. We love it, man. We love it. Y'all should come appetize with us.
Love.
I feel like
We are in two different levels. When we go out, I mean, I feel like y'all advertise we overspenders. For real. Every bill is if it's under $50, I'm shocked. And it's just me and my wife. I'm shocked.
Man.
Yeah. So look, this is what we gonna do. We're gonna give y'all a chance to digest
Digest.
what we
I
just
love it.
said. What we just said. My segue game is hard, man. My segue. Yeah, that's right. Why is it an appetizer? Cause we're the appetizers. You don't want me to work. He's sitting at the next table eating the traditionally. So we're gonna go on a break. We'll be right back. You are rocking with FunnySerious right here on the Support District Radio Network. My Radio Phoenix.
I start by saying, ladies, I've been trying to lose weight, but I'm in that first stage, you know when we just thinking about it. Godzilla. I'm walking through the mall with my polar bear shirt on and my leopard pants. Do you know security had a nerve and try and tranquilize me? I'm like, get the hell away from me, I'm not a polar bear. But I do like shopping when they got my favorite panties on sale, 3 for $60. Material cost. But I hate when the cashier don't know what it feels like to be a plus size woman. I get to the register with my 3 for $60 panties. The cashier gonna have in there to take my drawers and hold them up and start folding them like the American flag. I look back, people salute me and shit. And I don't know if you know this, but when you a plus size woman, other plus size women automatically think you they friends. I'm like, get the fuck away from me, fat girl. We may not be fat for the same reason. You probably ate too much. My thyroids could be fucking up. I'm from Atlanta. I grew up in Atlanta. Not the good part, the hood. I grew up with an alcoholic parent. I don't know if any of you guys ever had alcoholic, drunk ass parents. But my mom was the type of alcoholic, the more she drank, the more she wanted to motivate me. Every day when I come home from school, she would say shit like, "Pat, reach for the stars. And I hope you hit the sun and burn up. Be all you can be, and if that don't work out, you can always be a hoe." Like, damn, Mom, I'm 8 years old. But my mother was the type of parent that did a lot of whooping because she was a very small lady, and she had 5 kids that was a lot bigger than her. So my mama walked around every day, y'all, with a 22 pistol and used to threaten the hell out of us. One day I forgot to wash dishes. She busted my room like a sniper. "Papa, bitches, didn't I tell y'all to wash them dishes?" I'm thinking like, we poor as hell. Where she keep getting all these bullets from?
And we are back. You're rocking here with FunnySerious. Aziza's still in the building. How you look so good, baby? Every time you come in.
Because I'm a reflection of you.
Is that what it is?
Knock it off. If you don't know all that sloppiness.
I'm in the back like, That's what's up.
And then I got to do like this because I'm red.
This is only for the cameras.
The appetizers.
I'm gonna edit this out. Wait, no. That don't. What was that dance? No, don't do. Did you see that dance? Don't ever do that. That was no. You. That's
too
not
old for that, man. I'm way too old.
That
It just didn't look right.
Is that a real dance?
It's a
Cause
real dance.
no, don't.
Yeah.
The way, however you doing it, it doesn't
baby,
look
don't
like
hold
that.
your
It's when you open your mouth and do it.
Don't move your tongue from
close
side to
your
side
mouth.
and your tongue cheek while you're
Because
doing
you do it
that.
regular with your mouth closed.
Right.
Yeah.
Then when you open your mouth, it's
Yeah,
Too much.
come on, man.
Too much. And that gets us right into the word. No, come on, stop
I
it.
know your mama. And I know damn well.
okay. Yeah, for real.
Yo, we in the building with Comedian Naeem
Big up,
Elliott.
big up.
I remember when he first started. He came out, he's like, I'm about to do
Nice,
this.
nice.
I've been doing it ever since.
Ever since.
But so what's up, Naeem? How you doing, brother?
I've been blessed, man. Been
I
blessed,
see.
man. You know what I
I
mean? It's just I'm just taking it one foot at a time, one step at a time.
That's it.
It's crazy how you're able to be a comedian. You know, can you give us a little backstory where you grew up, type of things you've seen?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, first of all, I grew up in Sacramento, California. With Aziza, you know,
Bay all day.
Yeah, since I met Aziza, I believe in like 7th or 8th grade.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Her head is still the same size. Straight up. I mean, for real. I mean, she was always leaning against the wall because, you know what I'm saying?
For real.
But for real, though, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, hold on, Naeem. Let's go because Naeem don't know. We over here not
We got
doing
code
it right.
words.
So,
Okay.
because it's funny serious, and
Okay.
the serious can't get funny, and the funny
Right.
can't get serious.
Right.
Wait, you mean safe words? Or
We have
code
a
words?
safe
Safe
word.
word,
that's
A
what
safe
it is.
word. And our safe word is for real, for real,
For real, for real.
3 of them.
For real, for real, for real.
For real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
So as long as you don't get 3, you cool. Like I'm always getting 3. You know what I'm saying?
You got 2.
know.
You was good.
Hey, but look, we ain't saying you can't push
You
past
talking
the
about
3.
my head.
You know, you
Had to
got-
stop you. Hold on.
Just
Fight
know.
word. For real, for real.
For real.
Wow.
But that was only 2. You know what I mean? That was only 2.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all said where I came from. we started from
I'm
the
just telling the
beginning.
story.
Yeah,
You know
I
what I mean?
came from for real, for
That's
real.
all
For real.
right.
I told you, man.
Let 'em use you.
When I first remember about Sacramento
Aw.
is just my partners, the friends that
Yes.
I grew up
Your
with. You know what I'm saying?
community.
The community and whatnot. Aziza was the only girl in our crew. Whatnot, it was Courtney. You know what I mean? Penn. Or my news and whatnot. But it was scary for me. Sacramento was very scary. I had to use humor to get out of a lot of hood stuff, hood shit and whatnot, like gang stuff and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And plus, who my stepfather was at the time, he was like the head of our hood in the Heights, Del Paso Heights.
Oh,
and
wow.
whatnot. So
Did you get challenged a lot? Like dudes?
nah.
Like, oh,
I mean, I almost did. I just got looks. I got challenged looks. You know what I'm saying? But my brother, he's extremely huger than
Yeah, I was
am.
gonna say that. I know that happened to factor into the
You know what I mean?
situation.
Yeah, it's my brother and then my stepfather. So I mean, I was always protected, but nobody knew who my brother was until like almost like out of high school or whatever. So
Like, that's your
you know what I
word?
mean? Yeah, because everybody knew like, why is this buff nigga always? You know what I'm saying? Running behind this little nigga. And you know what I'm saying? Because I used to start shit with the biggest niggas.
And then your brother.
Right, and then I go
Fix it.
and then I leave the cafeteria, and then this big nigga comes just lift a nigga off the, you know what I'm saying, slam on the table and stuff, slap him with his lunch.
Dang.
But,
That's
yeah, I mean, so it was either be funny or be hard. You know what I mean? And I had a whole lot of problems. You know what I'm saying? And, like health problems and stuff. I was so light, I couldn't go outside for no more than 10 minutes, so I get a heat strokes and. You know what I'm saying? Allergic to fish and
wait. No, you can't just move past that. Did he
No.
just say
He
I
was
was
so light, he couldn't go outside.
Yeah, I mean,
That sounds like he didn't want to pick no weeds.
Oh, he was that jaundice?
He must look at me like I'm a superhero. He was like, wait, you go outside like that?
And y'all
Like,
know, and this is the reason why dark skinned dudes be pissed off. Because we gotta go outside.
See,
No, you
I
go
always-
outside. Now he can't.
I always told my brother the reason why he could go outside when he was little because he drank a lot more chocolate milk than I did.
wow.
You know what I mean? Because you know what I'm saying?
chocolate
His
milk.
skin was darker. So
I wondered how that worked.
But I was allergic to outside, period. You know what I mean? Pollen.
Yeah.
This is Sacramento, California. You know what I mean? So pollen, all this grass, dust. You know what I mean? So I was, you know what I mean? I was my own friend for the first 8 years of my life. So until I got outside or whatever the fuck. So. Yeah, I mean, the humor got me through the most important stuff in my life, especially prison. I would not be here if I was not funny.
We
tell us
in
little
we
bit about
jumped
that.
from 8 to prison.
You see
I
that?
was like, wow.
So that's why I want to know what happened leading up to that though. Like,
Like,
what was
Jesus.
the atmosphere? I know you can't, you ain't got to be all up in your business, but at the same time, like,
Like,
what was the atmosphere? Because you mentioned that you was a funny dude. You kind of use comedy to get out of a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
but
it was basically, you know what I'm saying. Every day you was tested about, you know what I'm saying, who you was. You always had to prove yourself. You know what I'm saying. Every day. I mean, it could be to, you know what I'm saying. Got to prove yourself to this homeboy, you know what I'm saying, that's talking about you or whatever. That
So you had to be hard, no matter
had
what.
to.
It wasn't
You know
like
what I
a
mean?
choice.
Right.
It was like, sink or swim. Like, if you
Right.
ain't hard,
Right.
then we coming for you tenfold.
If you say you from Del Paso Heights, you know what I mean. People got to see it on you, pretty much. You know what I mean. This is something. This is the way you have to talk. It's the way you have to move, or whatnot. I mean, even if the people who's destined in life, you know what I mean. Just like for instance, my homeboy Dante Starworth, he was a destined person. You know what I mean? And the only reason why he made it as far as he was because his father was not going to let him at the house. You rarely
mama kept him in
his
too.
father and his mother, his parents, you rarely seen Dante. I mean, as another one, Ontario Smith. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to these dudes. These still my good friends now. And whatnot. It's a blessing that, you know what I'm saying, I can actually see these guys now. You know what I'm saying? Knowing what we've been through or whatnot. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it was always like a gang battle. Even if, you know what I'm saying, even if you wasn't in the gang, if you was from the Heights, if you was from the Mountains, and whatnot.
From where?
From the mayonnaise.
Okay.
The strawberry mayonnaise. You know.
That's where I'm from.
Okay.
Right. That's
Did we just embark upon a rivalry scene?
I see.
Right.
I don't even know what happened. Like, I was like, yo.
It's all love.
I got
It's all love. I mean,
Because it's all NorCal, but
right.
it's
But
different territory.
now it's totally different now. It got
That's why
so
it's easy
many,
with me because I got
They got so many little cliques under our umbrellas
umbrella.
now. I mean, and when I go back to Sacramento now, and I'm like, what's up? I'm like, and he's like, oh, he's from the Heights. I'm like, I'm from the Heights too. I'm like, but no, I'm from.
They got cliques inside of cliques.
I'm from triple pterodactyl.
Right.
Triple pterodactyl.
All
Like,
I mean,
how
I'm
the
like,
heck?
where's that from? I'm like, where's that? I mean, I'm like, where's the
What
Heights?
happened
I'm like,
to just the
that's not
Heights?
Right.
You just the Heights is
Right.
enough.
Because
Like,
you got the
gotta
Heights, then you got the true Heights villains,
Right.
then you got the true Heights villains of the Heights. You're like, what the hell?
The true Height villain
Like, y'all
of the
niggas
Heights.
came.
It's like
They
splintered
evolved.
religions and stuff. They
Right.
got the different denominations in
Right.
your neighborhood now.
Right,
Yeah.
man. It's
And
like
it's
Chinese
sad
checkers.
because everybody has to prove who they are.
Right.
And so it's
Right.
like, what are you gonna do to get your street cred? You
Right,
know, and so that's where
exactly,
you
yeah.
get the thirst of
that's-
violence comes.
And that's where the
It's real
traps
unfortunate.
come in at. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because you feel like you have no choice. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody gonna let you live that down until you actually prove it, or at least try. And if you try and mess up, you know what I'm saying? Then you're safe, but you're a joke now. You're a laughing stock now.
So then, like you growing up in these type of conditions, right? And then you end up, going to jail for whatever, right? Like, how did that change? Did that change your outlook after jail? Change your outlook immediately, or?
I mean,
when did your mind change about like, yo, I don't have to do all of this?
Honestly, way before, because my father, after, you know what I'm saying, he was in and out of Folsom Penitentiary all the time. So he came home with stories or whatnot, and you know what I'm saying. It matter when he was in prison. You know what I'm saying. The hood comes up to my house or whatnot, because he used to call from prison. You know what I'm saying, to tell people what they need to do or whatever. So you know what I mean. It's just a story that he come home with.
We're going to have to edit that.
I know, right? Don't tell no more information.
Right. You know what I mean? It was just the stories that my father, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
came home with. You know what I mean? And we go to visit him and stuff, and I actually see, because a whole lot of men on my mother's side is in prison right now. You know what I mean? My Uncle Freddie's doing triple life and stuff like that. So I mean, I knew what was going on, but I really didn't open my eyes until I really got there and really seen exactly what it was. You know what I mean? Because the one thing about prison, you know what I'm saying, it is what you make it. You know what I'm saying? If you go in there hard, you're going to deal with some hard situations. Yeah, I mean, if you go in there doing your time and just want to do your time, I mean, you can do that, but there's still some traps that you still gotta, just be aware of, as far as, you know what I'm saying. I learned that from the hood, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
just from me just watching people. That's how I made it through the hood and through all of these valleys and whatnot, because people was before me and I watched them and I did the opposite. You know what I mean? So I just watched my brother fuck up or whatnot. I'm like, okay, that's
what I'm not
gonna do. Or my uncles,
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So I mean, I always had like a cheat sheet, I say, but you know what I mean, I did mess up a little bit, you know what I'm saying, which got me to the pen or whatnot. But you know what I mean, it's always humor, and just my understanding of my situation.
How do you feel that? Like, how you grew up, and ending up in jail and all of that stuff. Like, how does that give you an edge on just regular, I guess, everyday people, maybe middle class, never had to worry about that. Did the traditional thing all the way through, 2 parents, you know what I mean?
Yeah, honestly, you know what I'm saying, I was blessed with feeling vibes, you know what I'm saying, and seeing auras. Anyway, I just didn't understand what was that until I went to the pen and my cellie was a Rastafarian and whatnot, you know what I'm saying. I explained all of this to him and whatnot. I had all the tools, I just didn't know how to use them. I didn't know why these were here or whatnot. So every vibe that I felt like if I shake, you know what I'm saying, your hand for instance, and I feel like a cool tingle, you know what I mean. You a cool soul, you know what I'm saying. You good, you know what I mean. But if I feel heat or whatnot, something unedifying or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So if anything about you make me uncomfortable, it's going to be in that one touch. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I know. You know what I'm saying? How long I can deal with you, or I can use your use, because everybody that I meet is for my use.
When I shake Deep Sea hand, he feels the cool tingle.
No, I was gonna say
9 times out of 10, you know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, he probably got some mouthwash in his hands.
I'm over here feeling
to
cool
keep
tingles.
it real, I was gonna say the opposite. Whenever Teddy shakes somebody's hand, it's always the heat, but that's just because
he big.
Yeah, I'm just saying he keeps his furnace.
They love this heat though. You feel me?
All right.
Put those paws on somebody.
I have a question. When did you find or realize that you were funny? Because I remember one of my favorite scenarios is when we was in Mr. Parker class and Tupac had got shot.
What's funny? Is that like gay and funny at the same time?
No, you so funny. Shut up.
If this nigga don't knock it off.
Right.
If you don't knock it off. It's funny, you know what I mean? Like, could he be funny, hilarious?
Yeah, he's funny. But but we had found out because after, I don't know if you guys remember, Tupac had gotten shot, and then we waited like a week before he ended up crossing over. And so I remember being in the classroom and we were dying laughing. I
still don't remember
and I think it's because we had expected him to make it because Pac had gotten in so many shootouts and he was surviving. So it was like, oh, he gonna make it through. But we was like, if he make it through, and I remember it was so funny. He was like, he gonna be in the video in the wheelchair with a Magna Doodle. Talking about thug life, and I remember he had the whole class just rolling. It was like, nah, Pocket Baby, young yife. It was like
too soon now. Teddy Beard has waited.
That has to be funny.
The man could possibly live or die, and he gonna get the Magna Doodle.
That was in my adolescence. I really didn't feel exactly how important it was at the time, but that was funny though. I mean, I still don't remember that day.
Yeah. You don't remember that at all?
No, I don't remember.
And then it ended up
that
being cool because our school ended up paying for the pay-per-view, and we got to watch the last video in the same classroom. And I remember everybody was so quiet, and we just like, dang, like his video. I ain't mad at you.
So that's what they did anywhere in the Bay. They did it like the Challenger explosion. They just like, everybody assemble in the library. We're gonna watch this Tupac shooting, and we're gonna go. That's bananas.
Watching the O.J. Simpson trial in the same classroom. See, now Parker had the classroom where everybody, even if you didn't have his class, you could still go inside his class. And cool. I remember, we had Channel 1, and Channel 1 was a TV station that played out throughout every classroom. And we got to watch the trial of O.J. Simpson. Wow. And I remember when he was not guilty. I remember everybody running out the classroom, all in the hallways, like, he's free. He did that. Go, O.J., go. It was on the front. But man,
I don't. Honestly, I still don't think I'm funny now.
Okay.
I mean, it's still a process. I mean, I always been a student of comedy. Always knew what funny was. But not because I always dove into comedy because that always been my safe zone. That's I always was protected by humor, but not so. I don't know. I just say what's on my heart, but not if it's funny to me. I just feel like it's funny to everybody else.
Gotcha.
So.
But I remember when I met you, Naeem. You hadn't been on the stage just yet.
Yeah.
You was plotting. You was seeing Aziza, and you was like, I used to make her laugh.
Yeah. And then she set me up. Aziza set me up.
Tell us about that.
I did set you up. You know what?
On the spot.
I always tell this story. I always say this is the very first time that I ever been on. This is the very first time I ever been on stage as a comic. I was not a comic right then, but I was. She threw me out into the sharks. I mean,
so she kind of launched you. You said she set you up, but
I would not be a comic right now if it wasn't for that night. I swear to it.
Look at Aziza jokes off in here launching superstars into the ether.
I mean, honestly, but before I even moved to Phoenix, I was in Nevada, and we found each other on Facebook and whatnot. And she told me the story back in the day in high school and whatnot. And it kind of, because she was a comic, I'm like, my nigga, you a comic?
And you know how I became a comic? Because Tristan, TJ.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And then she was like, man, I remember, you know what I'm saying, the little funny thing or whatnot. And she said, you know what I'm saying, but that had a lot to do with her becoming a comic. And I'm like, man, and she was like, well, if you come in here, you got to. You ain't got no choice.
That's real.
So I was like, you know what I'm saying, peer pressure whatnot. So we went to a show.
Stand Up Scottsdale.
Yeah, it was me, my brother, and my wife, I believe. And we was out there. I was outside smoking a cigarette, and I heard my name, so I looked in, and she was like, "There you go, come here." This
I
is
was
my brother.
hosting.
You know, and this is my brother whatnot. So I went on stage. She's like, "Matter of fact, here, you hear him right now." Boom, and walked off.
Yes.
Damn.
I had the mic. and looking at the crowd. I'm like,
Yes.
I'm like, bitch, what the fuck?
And he
Like,
clocked
bitch, where you
in.
going?
Everybody
You know
was
what I mean?
looking at you.
And that's when I talked about the Bill Cosby,
That
you know
was
what I'm
it.
saying, thing or whatnot. Like I would have did the same thing too. I mean, if you really think about, if you ever watch Bill Cosby's stand-ups, he's always sitting down. He's sitting in a chair. That tells me he got bad knees. You know what I'm saying? So when I heard about he's drugging people and it happened in the 70s, this motherfucker got a big ass house. Camille ain't fucking him. You know what I'm saying? He called Rick James. Nigga, I need some pills. You know what I'm saying?
Had to be Rick
You know what I mean?
James.
Right,
You know,
right.
in the 70s, Rick
Yeah.
James is
Is
doing
this
it.
darkness number 3?
I mean, you
I
know,
knew
like,
he was gonna call me Bill.
for real.
That's what he's
He
talking about. Fuck on your couch.
He like, Rick, I need some pills. Camille ain't fucking me. Let's have a party. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He calls the Soul Train dancers over,
Uh-huh.
go-go dancers, Spider. You know what I'm saying?
And young actresses.
Right,
evidently.
go young actors probably slip them a Mickey, you know what I'm saying, and tried their Jello pudding on their face. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And that's what I did.
And that was his joke.
And that was the very I had that was the big laugh, the first big laugh I got.
Right.
And after that, the set started going down because I was trying to get that laugh.
That wow.
again.
You
Instead
tried
instead of me just being myself.
Instead of
You know
doing
what
your
I mean?
thing.
So,
Chasing that laugh.
yeah,
That was cool.
yeah, and as a matter of fact, I think August was in the audience.
August O'Neill?
Yeah, August
Shout
O'Neill
out
was
to
in the
August
audience.
O'Neill.
I believe Marlon was there as well. I believe. I think if I'm not mistaken, I believe Day. I mean, there's a few people
Some
that I respect in the
veterans.
game.
Shout
you know
out to
what I'm
Marlon.
saying?
Shout out to Day
Nice.
Peace.
Yeah,
Shout
shout
out
out to all my
to
friends.
all the Phoenix.
So now being in this realm of comedy, like growing up how we grew up, when you're tested, you have to rise to the occasion. You have to be like, yo, like, would you say what's what?
Right.
And it's either gonna be squash or you got to squab or you got to throw them up. Okay, but then now you in comedy. And where people who wouldn't normally come for you can come for you. You know what I'm saying? Where now it's like, but I'm just saying, because now it's like, here's the comedy and the rules is a little bit different. It's like, you can't fight everybody or you shouldn't, because, this is now it's like a business, right? But at the same time, those tendencies and making sure you respect it, like, how do you balance that? What do you do? Like, is there some times where you like, yo, I want to smack this dude's head off? And how did you refrain from doing that?
You look at me in the streets no more.
right.
I mean, I honestly, it's. I really haven't truly figured it out yet, but I think I have.
That sounds dangerous.
Very
honest
honest.
answer.
Very honest.
No,
Yeah.
so
Honestly,
basically,
like-
Naeem is
like,
like, I will still slap you.
No,
that's a good way to put it out
don't
there.
put that out there
All right,
because
all
you know what I mean. Because I mean, I'm gonna keep it real.
Right.
The softest human beings has to have the most power. You know what I mean? In my opinion, as far, you know what I'm saying?
Kind of like we was talking about with fighters. Like they're not tripping on trying to squeeze
you know
your
what I mean?
hand.
So you have to. I think, you know what I'm saying. If a person is not, like really securing himself or whatnot, they use their positions. You know what I'm saying, to big up on you or whatnot, to believe you or whatever. So I mean, in that realm of this business, I haven't really figured it out yet. But as far as violence and creating negative spaces or whatnot, I mean, how I look at this comedy and what it took for me to get here and the people that I've known since I've been in here, this is a brotherhood to me. So I mean, I always want everybody that I deal with to know that I'm neutral. Because, I mean, there's drama that happens in comedy, especially, you know what I'm saying? I heard a whole lot since I've been involved with that, but I always try to keep myself away from that, to not have an opinion, because I do fuck with every comic that, you know what I'm saying, that I know that I met or whatnot, and I don't feel any ill will about anybody, just due to the fact that I know somebody, you know what I'm saying, and these two people are in something. I just want to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, I just want to keep myself out of it and just stay neutral, because I deal with stuff way different. You know what I mean?
Doing stuff way different.
Way
different.
Way.
Nice.
I mean, so I mean, and I don't
For real.
I don't like I don't like myself when I get to that level. So every effort of myself, you know what I mean, is to keep that person, You know what I'm
At
saying?
bay.
Back.
Okay.
Yo,
All right.
plus his brother come to the show, so don't slip.
Right.
Don't get a little out of
Ooh,
pocket. Like, that big
Right.
brother's still relevant, okay?
Now I have a question for the ladies.
For the
And just for FYI, he is
Ladies.
married, so don't even try. She
Yes,
will cut
She
you.
can box.
And she boxes.
Damn.
However, we're talking about, in comedy, I do impersonations, and some people have lookalikes. Do you have a comedian or comedy lookalike? Is there someone that people tell you that you look alike, and do you ever use that in your comedy or in life to gain the ladies?
No, I don't
before
look
you
like
was
anybody
married?
in comedy, but I mean, I've since Allen Iverson got
Yeah.
Allen Iverson,
People say you look like Allen Iverson
all the time.
Do you ever use it? Be like, I am Allen Iverson.
No.
In Scottsdale,
No.
they don't know. They say we all
Stop
look alike.
lying.
Right.
You don't want to admit it. You don't want to admit it.
This is me. This is what
Uh-huh.
this is one of my scariest things I do. I mean, besides running out of gas on the freeway, this is one of my scariest things. Is for me to try to be Allen Iverson, and this motherfucker's in the building.
Gotcha.
I mean, because
Wah.
put it like this: there's this one incident that happened when the
Be
All
like,
Star
I'm a
game
stunt double.
was when All Star game was in Vegas. I went to Vegas with two of my dudes at the time.
Oh wow.
And I had a velour sweatsuit on. You know what I mean? I had braids in my hair, the bandana, the chain. I was looking down at my phone or whatnot. I was walking right past Hollywood, the Hard Rock Hotel or whatever.
Okay.
He was having a party right there. There's this long ass line. I'm not paying attention. I'm hella high. You know what I mean? I'm going to the room. This long ass line or whatnot. This big ass bouncer stop me. Hey, Mr. Iverson, you're a little early. We didn't expect you right now. But I'm like no. And I look back and the females taking pictures and whatnot.
You didn't go in?
No. I'm like, no, sir, I'm not. And my niggas like, what the fuck you talking
Right.
about? Nigga?
Yeah, we would have been in there.
Yeah.
Really?
I was like,
there.
nah. I'm
He's too humble.
and the bouncer, he
I'd have been driving his car.
He thought I was fucking with him. He's like, nah, Miss Iverson, the owner is in here. We've been setting up all day for you.
Hey, was this what? I'm sorry to interrupt, but was this what was the ethnicity of this bouncer?
Right.
This bouncer, he looked Samoan.
Simone. Okay, so it's not just white people. I was trying to give y'all
Right.
There you go.
a
Give him a break.
Hey, yo,
It
let me
happens
be
to
in
other people.
Vegas and somebody mistake me
he's-
for Al
he's-
Roker.
I mean,
We
he's
going to
big,
get
he's
everything.
Samoan or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? He looked like not to be fucked with. Like, for real.
Samoan,
You know
yeah,
what I
Samoan, yeah.
Al Rucker, really?
Look, if I
What?
do this.
He said, well, somebody
I was like,
said he
let me
looked
go to
like
Vegas
Al
and somebody
Rucker.
mistake me for Al Roker. we getting swag bag out, yo. We about to be on the morning show. Me and Al gonna fight before he go on TV because it's gonna be me going on.
Jeez.
I mean, I'm not that dude to like front. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean,
Okay.
it's so hard to be Naeem. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
you can't be nobody else.
I can't
huh?
be nobody
He
else.
said, I heard someone
mean,
say I can only be me because everybody else is taken.
You feel me? And plus, I'm just now. I mean,
I
I'm
ain't
just
lying.
now-
You know he be getting swag bags
You know.
somewhere. You already know.
He got an Instagram, Iverson Sacktown.
Look,
Hey,
I've been that Allen Iverson has been attached since he was knocking 50-point games every.
Man,
I mean,
right.
for real, like
Respect.
it has never left. But I could never do that because I mean, it would happen to
Okay.
me. You know what I mean? Me, I'm
Okay.
like, yeah, I'm Iverson, and
he tap you on the shoulder.
in the crowd, like, oh,
You
ain't
what's
him?
up? Yeah. Or they
Right.
ask me some Iverson questions I should really know.
You see his baby
You
mama.
You
know
be
what I'm
like,
saying?
yo, girl, stop playing.
Right,
You know
right.
what you're supposed to be doing.
or start talking about his 8 kids. He only got
Right.
4 type
Right.
shit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
You just gonna give him 8.
I'm just gonna make up 8 other ones. Like, nah, I'm just.
That's funny.
People don't be
Man,
knowing.
that's what's up. Well, we having so much fun. It's
Yeah, we
good to-
are,
good
man.
to
So
get
you
to
know what
you.
that means when we having fun. It's break time. 'cause
Break
we be
time.
break
Shut it on
So
down.
yeah, it is,
Yeah,
man.
I-
we in here building with
I
Naeem.
need to pray
Right.
to my Rasta God.
Rastafari.
Gotta go get it in.
Yes, I'm excited for what's next.
Oh yes, we got
Fun
a lot there.
time.
What's
Naeem's
next?
gonna
What's
rock
next?
with us. You know how we do.
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
we gonna do some
Aziza
fun.
got some things on the docket. You know what I'm saying? That she about
On
to
the
go through,
docket.
and then we gonna hit him with that one hot minute.
One hot minute.
Hot
Yes,
minute.
that's
Just
next.
remember
Too
that you
hot.
chilling in the building with
Yes.
Deep Sea Naeem and the appetizer.
I didn't know where he was going. I would have
I know.
sung it with you. I was
He
waiting for my
always be
name.
freestyling.
I was just
though.
waiting for my name. Like,
I feel like Teddy trying to segregate the show into different groups, and I
Right.
don't like it because
Right.
there's
You
only
always
3 of
trying
us. So like,
Fine. We all can be the appetizers then.
no, I don't.
Yeah, you know you want
I
out
eat
on
good.
this.
Honey cooked me some amazing
No,
meals.
that's
Is this
right.
camera on me? I
yes,
just
sir.
look like this. I eat.
That brother eats.
Yeah, he does.
The
eat.
brother eats.
I was waiting for
Yes.
Naeem to like throw it, like to be like, I don't want the rest, like so I could grab it, and there was none
Never.
left.
Every
I was so
time.
disappointed. I was like, why are you skinny for? Like that's deceptive.
False
Man,
advertising.
my
You already
metabolism is Buzz Lightyear, boy.
You know what I realized is
What's that?
we both bulimic. I was in the bathroom.
We both
Naeem
bulimic.
came in. He was throwing up. I was like, bro, we
Light
did it.
skin.
We bumped fists
Like,
across the
for
way.
real.
It was dope.
Only light skinned people be bulimic.
we got a secret handshake and everything.
Naeem be like, you throw up too? You was like, have you seen Teddy Bear? His inspiration. He's like, I don't ever want to. Lord help me. I don't know how he do it.
Man, we gonna keep it rocking, y'all. We gonna come back and have some fun.
Yes,
You
yes.
tune into Funny Serious right here on the Support District Radio Network.
My
Radio
Radio
Phoenix.
The appetizers.
We got white people in here. I ain't fuck with no white people. Y'all will blow a motherfucker up. Y'all done made some bombs this year, ain't you? Blew up the Olympics, ain't that a bitch? I knew niggas ain't done no shit like that, cause ain't nobody got shot. We ain't got time for all that plotting and planning. Gonna bust a cap and drive the fuck on. What's your plan, motherfucker? That is my plan. Then I'ma drive off in my mama car. The way she fuck around such a case. Blew up that building in Oklahoma. Didn't kill no niggas though, cause y'all blew it up at 9 o'clock sharp. We was late like we always is, huh? We was on the freeway. Boom, man, I'm doing the job. Ain't that a bitch? I'ma call payroll, make sure my check ain't get fucked up. Look under the H's, bitch. I know it's smoky in there, but I need my money. The Unabomber gonna blow a motherfucker up with a letter bomb. You ain't gonna kill no black folk with no letter bomb. Spell it, that letter look like a bill. The black folk don't even open the letter till it change colors, huh? That's a red bill. They ain't bullshit now. You better pay them with fuck around being in the dark. We got Def Jam in Beverly Hills. Ain't that a bitch? Niggas making money now. Ain't that? Well, we just making some money now. Brothers getting paid. See, white folks don't know how to be poor. They poor, they break down. They poor, they live in trailer homes. We poor, we live in the projects. But you can't get no nigga no house that can drive away in. Not if you want your rent money. Where my money? I spend it on gas. Where you moving? Down to 110, nigga. Down to 110. We grew up, got one pair of pajamas supposed to last us our whole fucking life. You remember that? You were little, they had to feed them. You got to feed your mama, just cut the fucking feet off. The more you grow, the more they cut. You 12 years old with pajama biker shorts on. Time you 18, you got shit on but a G-string and a tube tie. Are you comfortable? Bitch, I'm in a coma. You done cut off my circulation. Remember that hot water bottle used to hang behind everybody's mama bathroom door? Don't act like it was just my mama house. Fuck y'all. Had that long white thing hanging from it, huh? You didn't even know it was for. You be playing, woo, this fun. Be trying to blow it up. Tastes like vinegar, huh? Maybe mama was making a salad or something. Everybody mama had that fucked up raggedy ass car. Remember that? One long ass seat. She moved up, everybody got to move the fuck up. My feet ain't gonna reach the pedal, baby. We gonna need to move up. 1, 2, 3. Are you comfortable? Bitch, I'm in the glove compartment. Remember when they would always cut off at the lights? You had to put it in neutral. How you doing, Miss Johnson? I'm all right. Halloween was a fucked up holiday when you was broke. Because you never got the whole costume. Just the mask. You walk around with the mask and street clothes on, wondering how come everybody knew it was you. Because you had that same shit on at school, that's why. Everybody wanted to be a superhero, remember that? I want to be Batman. And mama wouldn't even buy no cape. I ain't got no money for no goddamn cape. Hell, I can make you a cape. Go get a clothespin and a tie. You walk around with that shit bunched up. I can't fly with this heavy motherfucker on. I got to walk everywhere. I ain't Superman, I'm Nigga Man.
Gang violence.
Yo, what's up? We are back. You are tuned into Funny Serious right here on the Support District Radio Network. my radio Phoenix. And we're having so
Yeah.
much fun here, kicking back and being boo
Boom.
with comedian Naeem. Y'all having fun? Y'all good?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
I'm
A
having
lot
a
of
great
good
time.
combo.
I mean, this
Living
look.
the
I've
dream.
been trying to get on your show for a minute,
Yeah.
man. You know what I mean? Hopefully this ain't no setup.
This ain't no setup.
You've been pumped.
For real.
Child support authority coming here.
Right.
Gotcha.
You've been served.
Yes, this is an elaborate.
You've got
plan.
mail. But welcome on to the show where we like to have some fun. You know, we were pretty serious in the beginning, and thank you for opening up and talking about some things with us and letting us get an understanding.
I mean, it ain't
You
not
know?
too serious.
Ain't nothing too serious.
Well, Teddy
I'm
started
ready.
sweating, so we
He started
that's our
sweating,
meter.
so that was serious. That's our
Not
meter.
serious. That just means I'm hungry.
Seriously sweating.
He needs some more food.
Right?
Funny sweaty.
Funny sweating.
Teddy stay sweaty.
Man, well, let's have some fun. I'll ask some questions. We can go all around, and if it's too soon, when we joke, it's too soon. And if it's funny, you guys can let me know if it's funny. But pretty much, let's just answer the question. And I'm going to be using some of the guys in the crew, and on the team or in here in the squad. So you guys just answer the question accordingly. Specifically talking to Naeem.
Oh, here we go.
Would you rather be Minneapolis?
Y'all hang out sometimes. It seems.
But Naeem, who would you rather be, Teddy Beard or Deep Sea?
I'll be deep sea because I don't know what it is to be that black.
Oh, man. Bing, 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 bing. He lying. He just know my credit score.
I'm just saying.
Give it to him. Give it to him.
He knows my credit score.
We both black. You know what I'm saying? I love both of us. We got two different lives. and shit,
Okay,
you know
but
what I'm saying?
let's move on then.
Yeah.
To the next
He
one.
just knows the experience better.
He knows the
It's just
experience.
easier.
Well,
Gotcha.
I personally would rather be a teddy bear.
Lucky you.
We got you,
All
baby.
right.
You good. You good.
Since everybody can answer these questions.
Right.
You know?
Who would you rather have as president, Naeem? Teddy Beard or Deep Sea?
Teddy bear, because we
Yeah.
gonna always eat.
Ain't no walls, but you pulling down them drawers.
Ain't no wall.
Everybody in the Oval Office. Let's get it.
I love it.
I feel like
I think that's happening right now.
I think we're gonna go into a Great Depression under that administration, but it's gonna be
Great
fun.
Depression.
It's gonna be fun.
Food, I
Right.
know
It's
that.
gonna be the best Great Depression.
Right.
Which the Great Depression? The good one.
Yeah.
The bearded one.
Wow.
Right.
Wow.
Okay.
It's gonna be at, what is that? Coachella? Our
Coachella.
depression gonna be.
That sounds like a shot.
Now here's a personal question, your personal opinion. Who's the funnier comedian? Would you say Richard Pryor or Paul Mooney?
I'm so glad that wasn't Teddy and Deep Sea again. I feel like the odds weren't good for me.
That's.
Ooh, Richard Pryor or Paul Mooney?
Yeah, what would you say, babe?
Ooh, that's a trick question.
I don't know
That's
because
a
they
trick
wrote
question.
well
That's a
because
trick question,
they're interchangeable.
though.
Is it?
To me, that's a trick question because
Paul Mooney wrote
they're
for
both two different levels of comedian.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But who would you think is,
as far as better?
as far as titles, who would you give that title to?
Eddie Murphy is more known.
Wait, what'd you say?
Wait, what just happened? Wait, do I gotta rewind
Eddie
and
Murphy
find
get
out?
in this.
Eddie Murphy, he trying to do
It was
the cheat
Richard
sheet.
Pryor
Richard
and Paul
Pryor.
Mooney.
Oh, see, you know what I'm saying? I've been praying. Richard Pryor.
Okay.
You know what I mean, because his name is further out there. People know him more than Paul.
Then Paul Mooney.
I'm gonna say
Okay.
Paul Mooney because Paul Mooney wrote for Richard.
Yeah,
Right.
Ooh.
and still alive.
And
to
still
tell
He's
about
still
it.
right.
Right.
still right.
I mean, well, yeah, it's kind of.
And I think
that was a tough one though.
That was a tough one.
Yeah.
That was
a
a
tough
kidney
one.
shot, right?
But
there.
I understand why Teddy chose his way too, because Paul Mooney's sexuality is questionable too, so it fits. All right, anyway, I'm
Okay.
sorry.
No, you're good.
Because
Okay.
with the
All right, moving along. Who is the funnier late night talk show host, David Letterman or Arsenio Hall?
Arsenio.
I missed the old Arsenio, not the new one. not the new one.
When it comes to me, I'm going right to the first time I seen Arsenio.
Okay,
Right,
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
And plus Arsenio, he means more to me, you know what I'm saying, as a black man anyway. You know what I mean? I really couldn't relate too much to Leno besides his chin. We
Gotcha.
both got the same chin. You know what I mean?
Word.
So
Okay.
Got that pointy. Word.
Yeah.
Arsenio had it.
Yeah,
He
I
had
wish
real-
it would have never
he
left.
had
I wish
best-
it would have never left.
I mean,
But he had our
but
guests,
it
too.
was some higher
It's
reps.
the politicking. I know.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a politician. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Because honestly, I would think if it had nothing to do with the station, you know what I mean? Arsenio
Right.
will be one of the longest running
Oh yeah.
late night shows in history right now.
Gotcha.
Things that
Okay.
make you go.
All right, moving along. Who would you rather be, Bruh Man from the Fifth Fold or Jerome Bingham?
Bruh,
Wow.
man, for the fifth
I
floor.
want to be Brutman. I'll be Brutman.
Over Romy Rome.
I mean, because Romy, he never got no pussy.
Diamond in the back.
You know what I'm saying? He always
He had to
got
struggle
shot
like
And then
down.
the
Yeah.
scene with the gangster.
Man, I mean, you have never. I mean, you ain't never heard a Big Rome. I mean,
Brutman.
Brutman, you know what I'm saying, with no girl. But I
Bruh.
can tell he get women. But
Okay.
Jerome,
Bro, Jerome got all the chicks. He just couldn't get Pam or Gina. But he had everything that fall under that caliber.
From here to the Himalayas.
From Himalayas. And Foxy Brown was all over him.
I ain't seen one of them so
Tripping.
we got.
Wow.
I said Jerome Bingham.
Jerome Bingham.
And me and Naeem been
Wow.
arguing over Romy Rome for Mark.
Y'all know who Jerome Bingham is? Dave Chappelle. You remember
Yeah.
Jerome?
No, it was Tyrone Bingham.
Tyrone Bingham.
Two together.
Your fault.
Why she trying to
What's
clown us?
right?
She had
You
it
know
good.
why?
She had it
She
good.
looking at the paper.
Because we're the appetizer.
Yeah, she need an appetizer.
She need a.
I showed you.
Oh, man, that was the best. What do you call that? That was like the best misdirection. That was like some inception right there.
Miseducation.
Miseducation. I just miseducated you. You got
Her
miseducated.
vision
Right.
There
blurry.
was
She
levels
needs
to it. It was
She was
deep.
like,
Somebody get her
hey, did you?
so-and-so
Hey, but then
package.
she damn near had to clear her throat before checking her. She was like,
Right.
I said Jerome Biggins.
Yeah.
And
Like-
Deep Sea always come with the truth at the end that
Right.
hurts everybody's feelings.
With that
He was
Donnie
like,
Simpson voice.
Oh, you mean Tyrone? You mean Tyrone? You better call Tyrone.
That video so shit. You mean Tyrone?
Did you mean
It's all. It's like when they discovered the killer on talk radio. You mean?
You guys are a mess. And I'm glad y'all having fun. I got a lot to say because it's about that time for the 1 minute hot minute.
Hot minute.
Yes. Go ahead, DC. Bring us in, man.
All right, so everybody knows how this goes. We deliver a word for each comedian, and you have 1 minute to, I'm gonna mess this up. Let me get out my stopwatch first, because last time I was kind of not guess. I was off point. I was like, it seemed like a minute.
Oh no! So my minute wasn't.
It was a minute-ish. It was the hot minute-ish.
Oh, the one that okay, whatever.
These are super fun.
It's catchy, yeah.
No, but it keep getting worse.
Right.
The zers is all stretched out now. It's changing.
It sound like we cow tip it. Shout out to Nate.
Shout out to Nate Jackson. But
Nate
yeah, that's gonna be
Jackson.
fun.
You know what? I'm gonna really do that with the next time I order an appetizer. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I'm like, hold on. First of all, can I have an appetizer? And everybody gonna be looking at me at the table like,
And then you're telling them, tune in to Funny Serious every Tuesday, 8 to 10 p.m. Thank you.
Right.
Donnie Simpson voice.
Donnie Simpson voice.
No, but you should. I'm just saying. I was so proud of my girl. You should have saw her, man. She was walking out with that bag.
yeah,
You'd have thought we had you'd have thought we had dessert afterwards.
right.
Was she making it look heavy,
Right.
heavier than it was? She was like, ooh.
I mean, she.
And you know what else I
she was
love about
spotting
it?
the bag.
Bruh, and here's the thing, she's so classy, man.
Yeah.
You know what I
She
mean?
is.
Like
Yeah.
she asked for a dessert menu knowing we can't afford it. We ain't about to get nothing. We ain't about to get, but she just wanted to look at it like as
Right.
if, so she put it on
Right.
them like they choices ain't good
She
enough.
turned it
I
down.
don't even need this.
It's like
Right.
your
Right.
choices ain't good enough. Like, you know what? That's all you thank you. That's
Right.
good.
Right.
I'm like, man, this is
That's how
I'm
you
just
gotta
gonna
do
stick
it.
to my appetizer.
Yeah.
I'm editing out 4 of those. With
Hey.
the episodes.
favorite place to get appetizers though.
Where?
Ooh.
Gallagher's. Yeah, we go hard on
Gallagher's.
Gallagher's.
What's your top spot for appetizers? What would you say?
Shit, any sports, bro. I'm simple.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, anywhere you
y'all
get
give me a chicken wing and a fry.
Huh.
No fried zucchini eating.
Oh, matter of fact, appetizers like what is that?
They be having you got the dips. You got the
I like that. I like
Squid
calamari.
Calamari.
Yeah, I like the calamari.
I'll be sipping, eating calamari with a band of Rastafari.
I like the calamari.
And sorry
Calamari,
to
that's
every
my
rapping Tom, Dick, and Harry.
When did calamari become Italian?
Wow.
Calamari.
Oh,
A calamari.
Well, you ain't
And the
grow up in
blooming
Monterey with all the
I love the
Sicilians.
blooming onion too.
The blooming onion. Okay.
The blooming onion.
Yeah,
Calamari.
You got
I
the
dig
blooming
that.
onion be good. The
That's
blooming
what's
onion
up.
be good.
Shit.
Shout out to Applebee's too.
Shout out.
Nah.
Applebee's, their whole menu is appetizers.
Exactly.
Right.
That's what we should have went.
2 for 20s in the whole night.
Oh, we should have went there,
2
baby.
for
We could
20.
have ate.
Yeah, that's the date. That's where you take the date, bruh.
We should go live there one day.
Yo, that's what you do. Y'all spend
Do a date
$20
night.
on them 2 appetizers. You go there, you get the.
Man.
You don't want to go on a
But-
date night
but
with
But you know what though?
appetizers?
Wait.
But you know what though? The appetizers, the way we do it, because y'all trying to change it all up, is we able to go into any restaurant. You know what I'm saying, and change it up. See, if you put it in the trick bag, you can only go get the full meal for the 2 for 20. But see, we can go anywhere and get appetizers.
Plus,
You're funny.
I'm cutting this out anyway because Applebee's ain't paying us nothing.
real,
Forget
right?
them.
Nah.
All right,
We
Just
gonna
get
change it. We gonna voice over. It's gonna be Apple G's. Where we go? You know we love to go to Apple G's,
We're gonna go to Orange Bees.
Orange Bees.
All right, the hot
Okay,
minute.
Hot minute.
One
All right.
hot
So as
minute.
I was saying, everybody gets a predefined word that they are not aware of, and they have 1 minute to make that funny. And we switch it up every week. So I guess the question is, Teddy, I'm gonna let you decide the order today, since you don't have any other decision making.
All right. I'm gonna go ladies first, man.
Ooh, ladies first.
I didn't
Ladies
see.
first.
I didn't see somebody make this mistake on the show.
Oh yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, they let Aziza pick herself to go first.
And then it was over after
It
that.
was downhill.
Like, you're not gonna follow this. It's a problem.
You were
Yeah,
not.
shout out to Lamar and that late night crew. That was fun. I had a lot of fun doing that show.
Yeah, man. That's a whole. That's a void that was filled. Like there wasn't. He's not doing what. So that's
Somebody
a space.
else, yes,
Yeah, he's
yes.
creating a whole new lane with that. So shout out to
Yeah.
Lamar.
Yeah, I gotta get out there.
Leveling
Yeah,
up.
you got to that 1 a.m. comedy. It's a different crowd.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, Mark,
different.
get at me, baby.
It's a different energy. It's
Yes.
everything's
Yeah, it
different.
is.
And they are
ready.
cutthroat, bro. They coming at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they coming
They
at
said
you.
if you're not funny, they don't laugh.
Yeah.
Hey, and man, and if you go over, if you're funny, the crowd can keep you on.
Yeah.
Yes, they can.
So they can avoid,
Yeah.
they can overrule the light.
It's called F the light.
Yeah.
If you be like if they give you the light and you know the crowd is laughing and you go yo F the light and the crowd go F the light, you get
And
more
you get
time.
to stay on.
You get more
That's
time.
dope. I like that. It's
That's dope.
democratic.
That's dope. Aziza started that. That's how
Whoa.
dope she
That's how they
was.
did it.
I was about to give Lamar props for something that came out of our house. Look at that. But still, props to Lamar
No,
for that. That's
props to
dope.
Lamar
Yo.
for adapting it though.
Yeah,
Adapting.
Because he
jumped
didn't have
on it.
he didn't have to do it.
Right.
Yo, everybody recognize Sunshine. Come on.
That's what's up. Y'all got big nervous and shit now.
It's on if it's raining.
All right. So Aziza Joke is gonna go first, and
Oh man,
Aziza.
what's my word?
And Aziza gets to pick who goes next.
Okay, that's what's
Okay,
up.
we
We
like that.
popcorn. It's called popcorn.
Aziza, your word is ding-a-ling.
Ding-a-ling.
That's so funny because I was thinking the other word was my word, and I've been having anyway. I'll be damn, I'm special ed looking ass. I'm hella mad at myself. I set my own goddamn self up. Y'all gave me the words in the break, and I thought that was my word. So I've been thinking about the fucking pre-cum for like the last 20 minutes, and now my word is ding-a-ling. Ain't that some shit? You never know when it's coming. Ain't that about a damn ding-a-ling? But a ding-a-ling is cool as long as you can keep it as a ding-a-ling. First of all, I am too old to be saying ding-a-ling. Fuck that. I am 38 years old. That's a kid word. That's when you play with baby dick. If you got a ding-a-ling, I don't want to boink a ding-a-ling. I want to boink a real dick. What the hell can you do with a ding-a-ling? Like, can you smell that? You can't even smell that shit. The fuck is a ding-a-ling? It sounds like a lifesaver. It sounds like a Thin Mint. You feel me? Ding-a-ling ain't got no calories. Fuck that. Does the ding-a-ling have pre-cum is the question. Does the ding-a-ling come? But actually, isn't a ding-a-ling a dessert? Oh, no, never mind. That's a ding-dong. My bad. Ding-a-lang, ding-a-lang, ding-a-lang. It's like a whole bunch of virgins standing around like, ding-a-lang, ding-a-lang, ding-a-lang. Who's going to get the ding-a-lang today? It sounds like something that you slang. I got ding-a-ling for sale. But,
There you go. That is a hot
yeah.
minute. Big up, big up.
One hot minute. Ding-a-ling-a-lang.
I thought my word was pre-cum, you guys.
Man.
I hope it was.
Aziza,
I thought you was about to turn dingling into pre-cum.
Yo,
Man.
she did. She
She
worked
did.
it. She
She
did
worked
it
it in there,
Man,
but I
that
thought you was
beautiful.
gonna be like-
I thought that was my word.
Ding-a-lang it.
Shucks.
Who's next? You
Who's
killed
next?
it. You killed it.
I think, you know what, because we have a special guest, I think he should go last as our headliner.
Oh,
That's right.
And
Head
so-
minute.
Head minute. And so I'm going to go ahead and get a popcorn, my dude, Teddy Beard.
Teddy Beady.
Teddy Beard.
Wait,
Yeah.
and my word was.
What is
Your
your
word
word?
is lesbian.
Lesbian.
All right. So yeah, lesbians, man. Somebody gay that I could relate to. You know what I mean? Like, I used to make a joke when my kids was younger, and I used to be like, "Yo, I just want to raise them to be lesbians." I was joking. They turned out lesbians, and I had to feel some type of way about it, like you know. But I was just happy that at least you can't get pregnant. You feel me? Unless they got them new strap-ons, and I don't know what it is. You know, I'm really confused. Like, at what point do you get bored with being a lesbian? Like, you know what I mean? Like the scissor. Like, it sounds like you're trying too hard when you're doing the scissor. You know what I mean? Like, it sounds like a lot of work. You know, like, you know, having a little dick is bad enough, but like having no dick at all and then trying to get some, like, it just sounds crazy. Like, we just gonna scissor Edward Scissor Legs. I don't know what's happening over there, man. And then I'm saying, if you a lesbian, you know what I'm saying, why get with another lesbian that look like a dude? You could just get a dude with a little dick or something. I don't understand why. I guess there's somebody for everybody. I feel like after this, a lot of people ain't gonna listen to the show. Hey, whatever. I was about to do a disclaimer. I'm sorry. No.
Your minute.
Don't Tracy Morgan me.
Your minute really wasn't up, but I saw you were gonna save yourself, so I blocked. I was like, no.
No. You're gonna get all kind of scissors in your invite, in your DM. Oh, you don't understand.
Sipping on some scissors.
Sipping on some
Wow,
scissors.
dang, sipping on scissors. That sounds like that would be a movie. I can already see it.
Sipping on some
High kicks.
I dig it.
Yeah.
And for
Coming to the stage
big up. So
in
Teddy,
rare form.
Rare.
What was Naeem's word?
well, I'll let you. Do you keep going with your thing, and then I'll say the word.
Violence.
All right.
Ah, well, she already said.
Sorry.
Coming to, I'm the one that came up with it.
I didn't
Coming
really-
to the stage.
The headliner.
The head minute with 1 minute of fire for your desire. Talking about gang violence. The one. The only. Comedian. Naeem Elliott.
You better knock it off.
If you don't knock it off with all that goddamn shit here. But look, okay, gang violence, shit. I was too light skinned for gang violence. You know what I'm saying? I knew I couldn't be in gang violence because I bruise easy. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't, you know what I'm saying? I get nosebleeds, you know what I'm saying, from the sun. So if anybody look at me hard, you know what I'm saying? I had to be a blood because I bled. You know what I mean? That's, you know what I'm saying? Gang violence and shit, you know what I'm saying? I always thought, I always made people think that I was the first one fighting because, you know what I'm saying, I like squint real hard to make my eyes bleed and shit, you know what I'm saying? And I just ran in and out the house and shit. You know what I mean? And I always get like the first stripe and shit. Like I'll go in there and it's like poke my nose and it bleed and I just come out. You know what I mean? I was always scared of shit. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I couldn't do the little gang violence shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I'm skinny. You know what I mean? I'm still skinny. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I just cut people or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I went to jail. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't poke. My mom told me nothing but to poke her and shit because I you know what I'm saying? I cut her holes in her clothes and shit. You know what I'm saying? And she slapped me and I go outside and you know what I'm saying? Go to my grandma's house and she think it's gang violence. So
She think it's gang violence.
There's a video.
He got slapped by his mom and his grandma thought it was. He ran into every fight first. He got bumped in the nose by himself and come back out. They be like, Naeem was putting in work. All y'all need to be more like Naeem.
Every time Naeem is the first one in,
He the first
he
one.
put in work. He don't come out till he bleeding.
And look at him. He little, he light skinned, and he the first one to rub into there and get his nose hurt.
He's not even supposed to be out in the
still
sun.
pretty.
I can see how Naeem was hard. He
That's
was
a
hard.
good hustle.
That's a good hustle.
hustle.
Man.
That's what's up.
Then he getting free cookies from grandma because mama slapped him over something he should have been slapped for, but she thought it was gang violence. Like,
Yeah.
1 minute of fire.
Yeah.
That was
a hot minute, not 1 minute. Teddy's trying to always morph stuff into the next thing. Can we just I'm gonna do an intro and then he's gonna say, yo, what about 1 minute of Inferno? What about comedy 1 minute volcano? And get out of here.
I be on it.
Uno caliente.
I be pre-coming with the extras.
Hilarious, man. We had so much fun today. Thank you,
man.
for
Thank
rocking
you,
with
Naeem.
us.
Man, thank you for having me. Anytime,
Yes.
man. Anytime.
Yes,
sir.
Is there anything you want to leave with the people? Anything, one word, or you want to leave with us as well as your social media?
Yeah, definitely
Yes,
your
social media is on Facebook is Naeem Elliott. Naeem is Naeem. Naeem. There is no H in my name. It's not Naeem. Nothing like that. It's Naeem. Instagram is Namdiz. Dizz. No, Namdizzle. Dizzeel.
We're gonna edit it down to the correct.
Yeah.
We'll just
I'm gonna put them on
put it up
screen.
visually.
YouTube, Comedian Naeem Elliott at YouTube. Check me out, subscribe. I got a show June 2nd, Sunday, Stand Up Live. Check me out. That's at 8 o'clock. That's it, man. Thank y'all for having me.
Absolutely.
Hey.
Big up, big up, big up.
All right.
Awkward silence.
I know,
All
right?
right.
Another one in the bag,
Another
y'all.
one in the
Another one from the crew.
Another
Yeah.
one bites the dust.
Have fun today.
Man, that was real. This is nice. I like these
Yeah,
family reunion shows.
Yeah, it's
That's
been a
right.
minute.
Yeah.
It's been a minute. I missed y'all, man. For
That's
real.
right.
Now you got me thinking. We need to have a show where we get in depth. We tell our story, man. Like me and Aziz are gonna interview deep,
You know what it is?
and you know what I mean. Yeah. No,
That's
we
what's
got
up.
we
Let's
got
do
and
it.
You know
put it
what
under the
this is
hot
about?
seat. Like we keeping it real
Let's do
deep.
it.
For real.
Real.
You know
Where
what
you
it really
came
is?
from?
He was sitting there watching you talk. He was like, "Yo, why ain't you telling my story, yo?
Yeah.
He's
I know,
still
he
talking about
wants
his.
them in.
What about y'all? I want
them to ask me questions.
why they all over there worried about him and stuff. I'm here too.
Right.
Right. I mean, just to put this out there. I mean,
telling you.
I'm seriously. I am not violent. I don't know why I must say this. I moved to say this, but I'm really not
Alright.
violent. So just for anybody, any like venues that watch this or whatnot, I would
Naeem, ain't nobody gonna
I
believe
would
that
love
shit,
to
bro.
get in your venues. I don't know
That's
what
what's
it is.
up. Oh,
but
for
just hit
venues,
me.
okay.
Just hit me. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't know if that's the best mechanism.
well,
That's
the thing
like,
is, here's
I
the
don't
problem.
know what it is.
that's like when you go on a
no,
date and be
no.
like,
right now.
I just say, I'm not gonna
Here's
rape
the
you if
problem
we go on a
with
date.
I mean,
Naeem
look,
not being violent. Here's the problem with him not being violent. His eyebrows is hella aggressive. Like I was scared off of I was like, he did that one where the one go down and the one go up, hella hard. Like
That's
I'm
the
like, bro, you ain't gotta be aggressive. That's one of the things you shoot your kids with the little eyebrow right there. I was like, man.
Look, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying. I mean, I see all of my loved ones doing some real life stuff. You know what I'm saying. I just can't wait to work with everybody. You know what I mean. I'm trying to get everywhere. You know what I mean. I'm trying to be the biggest stage whore in America.
Ooh, stage whore.
Seriously. You know what I mean, I'm really trying to do this shit. So yeah, I really appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for your time, man. For real.
Man, thanks for coming.
Absolutely.
Big up. Funny
We getting out of
serious.
here. What we doing? We out.
We're ghost
Funny
dog. We're
serious.
Funny serious.
Yes, man. Thank you to everyone that's been tuning in, rocking
Yeah.
with us from the beginning. It's been fun, and so thank you for liking our page and sharing our likes. We have over 64 likes.
Keep tuning in.
Yo, get
Share.
into our DM too, because we got a comedy court. If, like I said, if somebody's out there that's, you got a little bit of beef, it ain't too serious, y'all ain't gonna fight. We can come in here.
You can get it settled here.
You can get a lawyer, you can get a judge, and it'll
That's
be your
right.
peers for real.
And look, I'm just saying ahead of time, you should probably pick me as your lawyer. Because if I'm a judge, I'm gonna be just the rudest.
Yeah.
Just, like
I'm gonna make sure I'm here too.
Nice.
Oh, yo, you want to be? We need a bailiff. We're
You'll be the
looking
bailiff.
for a bailiff. We have a part-time bailiff. We need
Nice.
a
part-time.
Part-time bailiff.
Part-time baby. I got
Part-time
the hand because
baby.
I'm wearing my wife's cups.
Ooh, watch out.
I know that's
It ain't none of
right.
your business though.
If that's not the
Right.
serious side of
Yeah.
I
fun.
know
Serious.
that's right. Just make sure you wash them first.
Oh, they always
Boil
wash.
them before you bring them in.
There's
You feel
always
me?
wash, man. You know what I'm
They
saying? I'm like, shit, I'm very
sanitize.
clean.
I know what he
that's
talking
right.
about. I speak the language. I was like, you didn't need to say that. I see.
We
Hilarious.
wilding out here in these streets.
Yes,
Yo.
we are.
Like it, share it, be down with us. We're in the community. Remember that. Hydrate the homeless. All of that.
Indeed.
That's
That's
popping
right.
every
Yes, it
Sunday.
Yeah.
Hydrate the homeless. What is it? What time we start? See,
On the
12?
Well, you know what? It's right now.
What's
It's up
our
on the
time?
screen
It is on
for
the
everybody to
screen.
see. So go ahead and take a look at that and come out and join
Right
us
here.
at that time for from this date to that date. And we're gonna be doing it we're out there. This year we're doing a lot more. We're gonna be in multiple locations, and we will be distributing food, clothing, water, of course, and information about services. So we're covering the bases on this. And we'll be out in Mesa. We will be here in Phoenix. We'll be in North Phoenix. And depending on the manpower, we may expand from that. So
and we definitely want to shout out all our sponsors. You know what I'm saying? Bravo, SDTV, Timeless Vapes, the Bud Card, Moving with Matt, and Lovely. So
Nice.
we doing it like that. And if you are interested in being a sponsor, hit us up, because we can have some segments that you sponsor that helps promote your business. And we do commercials. And you want a Deep Sea Teddy Bear Aziza commercial.
Man,
that's what you want.
They don't
we
know
go
about
hard
it.
on the commercials.
Man,
I'm telling you.
I'm saying, like, shouldn't like Lerner and Turner and Rowe, whoever, shouldn't they be hitting us up to kind of sponsor Comedy Court?
Oh man, they should be Lerner and Rowe. If you out there, y'all know them. Any lawyers out there, y'all need to sponsor Comedy Court.
Watch it.
All due respect,
Funny Court is the way to go.
Call
1-9.
Oh, bravo.
Shout out to Bravo.
Call me over AVO.
Better not bring your kids.
We're gonna get a phone number later, and we'll fill that in.
Because we're the appetizer.
Yo, Applebee's, hit us up. You can sponsor that segment, which evidently happens every 5 to 10 minutes on this show.
Yeah, y'all can do a little live segment at Applebee's. And call the show the appetizers and talk about the appetizers.
Yo, I feel like you guys are so pleased about this. You guys should be the appetizers because you're so happy. Yo,
baby, don't look. He's trying to set us up.
I know. Yo, you see what it is?
Don't let him mess up our jingle.
He get mad when I change the jingle.
Right.
He's just gonna be the appetizers with Honey's ass. You know, we coming over here appetizing us. We about to appetize nothing. It sound like we eat nothing but Happy Meals. Ain't nobody over there.
Well,
we so broke. All y'all get is a Happy Meal and split it. Nah, we ain't doing that. We go to high class restaurants and just eat a little bit.
That's right.
And on that note, the appetizers it is.
Yeah.
Tune in every week.
that?
Funny Serious, 8 to 10, Tuesday. Bong, bong, bong. Take us out, Teddy.
Yeah. That's what you did. You took us out because we're right here on the Support District Radio Network.
My Radio Phoenix.
You ever hear somebody with a lip ring offer their opinion on something? It's almost adorable, you know? Is it because like they have no idea that when they talk, all people hear is, "Hey, guess what else I'm wrong about?" Like they don't even notice that that's what's coming out of their mouth. You want to know what I think? No, you fucked up that option when you did that to your face. That's what happened there. I know what you think. It's wrong. Whatever it is, no matter what you say. And if you say something I agree with, I'll change my mind because I can't be on the same side of any conversation. I just don't want to listen to people give me opinions ever. Everybody wants to tell you what they think about stuff. Like I was in a bar the other day, or all the time, you know, whatever makes the story work. And there's a fella sitting there, and he's spouting off about the politics. You gotta vote for this guy, you gotta vote for that guy, you gotta get the... First off, I don't think you're on the political pulse of the world if you're getting drunk on a Wednesday afternoon. I don't think you really know what's going on in the world. Furthermore, anybody that doesn't already realize that our world leaders are hand-selected by a committee of the Illuminati and the lizard people, take a hike, man. You don't know what's going on. Telling me my vote counts? That's a terrifying concept. Look around. All your votes count. I saw a guy taking a shit on a sidewalk earlier. His vote counts. That doesn't scare the fuck out of you? My vote counts. You should be terrified of that. I'm not qualified to pick out that. When I wear headphones, I think I become invisible. And you're telling me I can pick out presidents? That's too much. I stood at an airport urinal for 20 minutes once, just with my iPod, listening to Eddie Money's greatest hits, just twirling my pubic hair like it was a villain's mustache. I had to get halfway through 2 Tickets to Paradise before I realized there was other people around. I'm not qualified to do anything. And then, like all my friends, we're just all idiots that just drank and did drugs all the time. And now my friends, they have children. That scares me to my bones. They can't quite. My friend has 2 daughters. I saw him fall off a roof on purpose once. But he just made kids. Because you can do that. I had another friend, I was complaining on a Sunday night. I was like, oh, I gotta go to work all day tomorrow. He said, you gotta work, I gotta babysit. And babysit? They're your children. That's called fathering. And everybody, it's always a miracle. Every time somebody is like, oh, it's just a miracle. We're having a kid, it's a miracle. Oh, you had sex, right? Yeah? Then no. That's exactly what's supposed to happen from the sex. There's a baby. You try everything. I always call it a miracle when the girl doesn't get pregnant. That's when I get spiritual. Really, nothing at all?
Yo, I want to give a special shout out, man, to Garden Hope. Hydrate the Homeless was a great success. We just had our first one. Please, look, we're going to be promoting this on the show, so all the dates and everything will be where they need to be for you to see them. But if y'all care about your community, come out with us every Sunday, 12 to 2. You can get there early, help prep. There's many different times you can get there, so we'll put all the different times up. So you can help with the prep, you can help hand out food, clothing, water to the homeless, or you can just donate. For real. Don't think you can't do nothing. You don't have to sit at home feeling guilty like, man, I ain't gonna go out there, man. I ain't gonna go out there. Yo, come out, donate, look around in your crib, what you ain't using, clothing, buy the hygiene products though. We don't want you to use soaps, you feel me? But for real, man, people out there, it is the hottest part of the year in Arizona. I don't need to tell you, you know. So let's help our people stay alive, man, because hey, every day they alive, it's a blessing to all of us, man. So let's just come together and hydrate the homeless. Get with it, man. Come on. You know what I'm saying? I know this is funny, serious, but this topic is serious. So get with it. You feel me? Let's go.
I'm not violent.
I just have aggressive eyebrows.
I just looked at that.
I just played one on TV.
Hey, no, because Naeem eyebrows be like, I'm non-violent, but his eyebrows want to shoot you though. He's like, say it again, one time. I don't take it.
704.
Boom. All right, we ghost.
Okay.
Oh, we're gonna make a jingle.